One cold Tuesday morning, Mark was trying to get an old sedan to start. The engine wasn't cooperating, and neither was life. He leaned over the open hood, rubbed his forehead, and muttered, "I can't keep doing this." His voice cracked. He didn't know Lily had stopped at the window, watching quietly. Inside her backpack, Lily always carried little colorful sticky notes. Her school counselor had told her last year, "If you think something kind, write it down. Someone out there might need it." Lily believed that. She scribbled a note, pressed it gently to the auto shop's glass window, and walked away before Mark noticed. At lunchtime, Mark stepped outside for air, saw the small yellow sticky note fluttering in the breeze, and peeled it off. It read, "You look like you're doing your best. And that's enough. Keep going." He stared at those words longer than anyone should stare at a sticky note. Something in him softened, something he hadn't felt in months. Compassion. From a stranger. From someone who didn't owe him anything. Over the next few days, more notes began appearing. "You matter. Your work helps people. You're stronger than you think." Mark didn't know who was leaving them, but they became the reason he unlocked the shop each morning. He taped every note inside his tiny office, forming a wall of bright colors and kind words. One day, everything changed. Lily didn't show up. No note. No tiny handwriting. Nothing. But later that afternoon, Mark heard people shouting outside. He rushed out and found a small crowd gathered around a collapsed girl in the crosswalk. A backpack lay beside her. Her books were scattered. Mark recognized the yellow scarf. It was Lily. He pushed through the crowd, his voice shaking. "Someone call an ambulance." He knelt beside her, supported her head gently, and kept talking to her. Hey, you're okay. Just stay with me." But her breathing was shallow. Her face pale. When the paramedics arrived, Mark insisted on riding behind the ambulance on his motorcycle. When they reached the hospital, he waited, pacing non-stop, unable to sit. Hours passed before a doctor came out. "She has a severe asthma condition," the doctor said. "She must have had an attack while crossing the street. It's good she didn't go unnoticed." Minutes mattered. Minutes. Mark had been that difference. When Lily woke up, her mother was beside her. But when she saw Mark standing awkwardly in the corner, she smiled weakly. "You're the man from the auto shop." Mark nodded. "Yeah, and you're the one with the notes." Lily giggled softly, despite the oxygen tube in her nose. "Did they help?" Mark swallowed hard. "More than you think. They probably saved me, before I saved you." Her mom looked confused, so Mark explained everything, the notes, the kindness, the difference they made in his darkest days. Lily's mother began to cry. She started doing that after losing her dad. She said helping others made her feel like she was healing, too. A moment of silence passed, gentle, warm, full of understanding. Two broken hearts had unknowingly helped repair each other. News of Lily's collapse spread, and soon the community stepped in. The town organized a fundraiser for her medical care. Mark offered free repairs for families involved. People who barely talked to each other came together, all because one little girl had decided compassion mattered. Weeks later, Lily returned to walking past Mark's shop on her way to school. And this time, she no longer just waved. She walked inside. Mark had framed every sticky note she ever wrote. There were dozens now, forming a bright rainbow behind the counter. "You turned them into art," she said excitedly. "No," Mark replied softly. "You turned them into a miracle."